Hmm. Alright, that's long enough. Bring Celeria along. Spiriton dress will automatically equip. Battle sprites and icons will match the Spiriton dress during the quest. Spiriton dress settings will revert once the quest is over. Okay. So I'm going to keep my promise. However, I also want to see what the new MASH is able to do. Give her the better golden sumo, I think. King-san will get the lesser one as precautionary measures. Pretty much just having a designated backup squad here ready to go just in case. And Melt will get... what's the one I want? No, where is it? What is it? Wolves of Mibu actually probably will be fine. Alright, let's give this a shot. The Grand Duchess of the Beast Nation. I can't believe it. He really managed to separate Ivan the Terrible's true body away from that monstrosity. The golem really came through. Wow, he looks awesome. Still looks very much like a woolly mammoth, but, you know, kind of more humanoid. Can still see the tusks. Kind of icy. No real face, though, so, you know, that's a little awkward. Insolent whelps. Speak your names. Beowulf. My name is Beowulf. Beowulf, huh? The fearsome warrior turned wise king in his old age. What about you, the one who can fly? I'm Atalante. I see, the huntress of Greek myth. What about you? What is your name? Anastasia. Anastasia Nikolovina Romanova. Servant from proper human history, and one who bears the same name as my beloved empress. But you're not her. Not at all. I'm a descendant of the Romanov dynasty, who reigned over Russia after you. I know nothing about them, although, yes, I see. Time for pruning has come at last. No, you are not. No, you are wrong there. I will never let this Lostbelt be pruned. What? Our history will continue. Proper human history will burn away. These facts will never change. Now is the time to build a new eternal empire together with Yaka. So that's how it is, damn it. And you would have me serve as your foundation. Yes. Grand Duchess, the crown is not something to be merely passed on. It is neither a gift nor a right of inheritance. Good, my body still moves. I understand all too well that the sun has set on my own time. I see now that my vigor and spirit have all but faded away. My enemies are numberless and my only ally is myself. I don't have so much as a single gesture with which to relieve my solitude. And yet here I stand, now then Grand Duchess of the Beast Nation. Fight me, prove to me of the power of the Tsar. I will, why not? I swear on the new Russia that I will build on your absence. Then I too shall swear on the old Russia I will never submit, no matter what the circumstances may be. So this is as far as I go. So it would seem. First time I asked that boy there something important. Let me pass, servant who bears the name of my beloved empress. Very well. Anastasia. It's okay, he's simply making his final pilgrimage. It doesn't matter what they discuss. Our side will not be swayed. Maybe he'll even deliver a decisive blow for us. Ah, yes, that. I must say, I can't tell what the Master of Chaldea is merely dense, or he's deliberately chosen to turn a blind eye. Doesn't matter either way, but never mind that now. Come out, Mercerius, I know you're there. So, Ivan the Terrible has left for his last expedition. As this mentor, I'm both saddened and overjoyed to finally see this moment. I bet, regardless of what he looked like, he's a Tsar through and through, even on a Lostbelt. They'll drop the act with him out of the picture. You don't have to be Metropolitan Mercerius anymore. Isn't that right? Rasputin! Hold up. You're telling me that the one man in Fate that cannot seem to die is the demi-servant for a man in history who can't seem to die. Rasputin, the Russian Rasputin, who took so many failed assassination attempts to actually kill. That Rasputin. Rasputin, did you say Rasputin? Yes, I did. His true name isn't Mercerius at all. He just called himself that when he first met Ivan the Terrible, and without so much as a snicker. His true name is Grigory Rasputin. He's the monster responsible for the Romanov dynasty's collapse. Although right now he's just a pseudo-servant possessing a human corpse. Since you knew the actual Rasputin, so you recognize him, you had to come up with a disguise pretty quick if he was gonna fool you. I see, no wonder you... I'm sorry to spoil your gloating, but you're wrong. I'm not Rasputin. That role is to come to an end, Cadox Omnibus. What do you mean by that? Rasputin's wishes have been fulfilled, so he's free now. He may have been a member of the clergy, but he was also a guardian for the last of the Romanovs. The only reason he agreed to be on the pseudo-servant was to ensure that she took the throne. When the Ivan the Terrible is fallen, there's no one job left but Anastasia. Which means he has no longer has any reason to remain in this world. I trust all is now clear. In that case, I guess what we see is what we get with you now. Oh, I don't know about that. I may not have Rasputin's desires any longer, but the prospect of a second chance at life does interest me. So now that my connection to this Lostbelt has ended, I think I will continue performing my job as I see fit. Well, aren't you just a giant walking ego? Fine, I'll bite. What job are you talking about? My job as a priest, of course. Granting my blessing to newborn life. Farewell, Grand Duchess. Long may you reign. So you refuse to kneel and beg for my forgiveness even after revealing your true identity? But that's alright. This suits you better. Thank you, Rasputin. In the end, it was your villainous scheming that returned Russia to its citizens, where it belongs. To be quite honest, I think you are absolutely horrible man, but I cannot bring myself to hate you. Could I ask one last favor of you? Not that you have any right to refuse. By all means, as long as it's within my power. That's all I have to say. You can read lips, can't you? Of course I can. Very well, then it shall be done. With that, I bid you farewell, your Imperial Majesty. Sarazitiza, Anastasia. Okay, so now, instead of it being Rasputin, it's actually Kiri. It's like with the whole, Waver pseudo-servant thing. Waver's in control now. He just has all the power. That's a terrifying thought, Kiri with servant powers. That's absolutely terrifying to think of. What's wrong? Should I go ahead and kill him after all? He's one of your greatest enemies, isn't he? No, that priest was not my enemy. He's just a man who helped Russia to rot. Aside from that, he's just another man of the cloth, struggling with the demons he was born with. I think that's why he's always so considerate to me, even here. Grigory Rasputin, I'm sure what he really wanted was... I see. He was an insufferable jerk, but I guess he at least did treat you with respect. Alright, let's get going, Anastasia. It's time to finally settle this. Once this Lostbelt is ours, you're going to be Tsaritsa, and I'm going to be the victor. Can't believe we really pulled that off. Guess Master Mesh will still be at the palace. Come on, Adelante. Let's go meet up with them. Billy ought to be headed there too, now that the Uprichka are gone. Yes, you're right. With Ivan dead, there's only one thing left to do. Come here, it's time for the final battle. Lonely, indifferent, wicked. Good, villainous, tyrannical. Simple, fearsome, clear-handed. I was all those things and more. I once had a dream of Russia as a land of joy and happiness. I must have been exhausted. A dream is all it ever was, never reality. Ruling over Russia was always a daunting task, but it was not the people's fault. It was the fault of the world itself, a world almost devoid of food and life, a world where only the strong could hope to survive. Walking, walking, so much walking. It is the world of mountain pilgrimage. I once dreamed of days like this back when I was human. Simple, ordinary days when I could spend my time doing naught but praying to God. But even that small luxury is now gone. This world took it away. Young man from proper human history, here to restore the world to its rightful form. And the Tsar who leads the world, there is something I must ask of you. Are you prepared? I found him amidst the blizzard next to his servant. I like how we're getting different perspectives throughout this Lostbelt. Ivan. Well, good of you to come pruner of humanity. As the former ruler of this world, there is something I would ask of you. I hope you will answer me honestly. What is it? Why do you wish to destroy our world? Is your own truly worth so much? Is it worth slaughtering each and every Yaga struggling to survive here? Now is a real ethical dilemma. So I saw this coming a bit when it was mentioned that this world would be pruned. Kind of saw this coming. It's a very interesting moral dilemma. Not likely to happen, but still very interesting. Master. With proper human history gone, this world gained the impossible, a chance at restoration. At first I believed that to be a miracle, but now I'm awake and I understood the truth. Soon our world will be pruned. The miracle of our survival will have been for naught. We will have been driven to extinction, our very existence erased the moment this land dies. Oh, don't be ridiculous, you monarch beast cast off. Fixing those Lostbelt weapons will solve everything. How dare you call us murderers simply for working to restore humanity, you despot. Silence, Cretan. I'm speaking with this master, not you. Do not interrupt again. As I was saying, do you have the strength of will to do that? To save your world means to destroy ours. If you do this, you'll be responsible for the deaths of every Yaga in Russia. So I ask you, what gives you the right? Are you truly going to order these Yaga to die? So there is no good answer here. As if you cannot, then that is your answer. I will never lose. I will never retreat so much as a single step. I shall keep this world safe. I still have not lost. These injuries have nothing to me. Largely weaklings from proper human history who have led on nothing compared to the suffering of my subjects. Behold the power of the Yaga, the power of the Tsar. Interesting. I mean, it's sort of... It's not really a good equal middle, like, dilemma, I guess. The closest I can think of would be, like, in a time of disaster, would you be willing to, would you be willing to, steal, kill, and stuff to save a sick loved one or something? Would be the closest comparison I could think of. Excuse me. Okay. That was cool sounding. Okay, I don't think I need Mash's MP here. We want to save that Buster Bunker Bolt. And save that. Okay. But by this world living, it's putting the world we spent the last 2 years saving at risk. Exactly. You know, this is a very dark scenario that I would have never thought that they could come up with. I'm impressed. It certainly brings forth a moral dilemma. Exactly. That is a better analogy. That is a much, much better analogy. I really want to try and get off. See how hard MASH can hit here. With the Buster buff. I unfortunately don't know how likely that is. I mean, an 80. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. It's not gonna be a Buster Blast, but it should still be interesting. Also, he's heavy damage to all enemies. I want to see how hard this is going to hit with just waiver buffing. Hopefully we get the crit here. If we don't, I'm going to be actually kind of sad. And you know what? We'll do a defense down as well. Oh, I like that. That was not a crit, MASH. Come on, MASH. You could have crit there. Hold on. Celeri then. Like, even if it wasn't you who saved the world, you'd be happy to save it all. That's a fair point, you know? I'd rather the world be saved than it not. Even still, it does have... That was a pretty cool looking MP, not gonna lie. It does still have some ethical, you know, questions with it. Moral, ethical, etc., etc. Okay, he doesn't actually shoot an MP up. He did just knock MASH out, though. And Celeri. Exactly. Well, I tried it with them. It didn't work out too hot. Time to bring in the, what's the baseball term? I know there's a baseball term where you save your best person for last. I just can't remember. His tusks are tentacles. That's a slight bit disturbing. That might be it. I honestly don't know. I'm not really one to play the ball of bases. King Hassan is ready and key-wise. He won't have all of the buffs on him, unfortunately, but I think we're gonna have to make do. I'm wondering if, because I know that there's memorial quests for every, like every so often, and each singularity has its own. I wonder what Anastasia's memorial quest is going to be. Because, I mean, yeah, I mean, the way they're implying it kind of, like, takes out the whole parallel world theory. Just in the Fate universe, parallel world doesn't really work out just because of the quantum time lock mechanics of Fate. So it is sad that, you know, there can't be, like, a parallel world where it's good. Yeah. It is sad. That just means that we can't get attached to any of the NPCs we meet throughout the Lostbelts, too. Because that's just gonna bring even more heartache. Okay, he's still not a servant. Good to know. I think I've got this here regardless. But yeah, this is a very interesting twist. Really dislike the cryptors for this? Yeah. I mean, they're essentially turning the main character into a bad guy. Very essentially. They're claiming to have the moral high ground because, oh, we're not the ones who destroyed humanity, or something like that. So this is the end. And you stand here though you still lack resolve. How fitting for one from the realm of the weak that is proper human history, and yet, that grief you hold in your heart, your empathy for others, we no longer have a capacity for it. You may be weak, but you are also happy. Yes, I remember now. My Empress Anastasia was like you too. She did not weep over life's hardships, instead she wept for others' misfortune. It was that excess that I found to be the most beautiful thing about her. Yes, I see now. That is why this world was defeated. It is because we lost everything we should have cherished above all else. Victory is yours, soul. I accept my defeat. If you refuse to do so, I accept my defeat, and so I must depart. Except we save the world, so they decide to wreck our hard work out of pettiness and bring innocent worlds into it that wouldn't even be wise with their fates. Yeah. Cryptors are jerks. I mean, two of them might be fine because they were fine with MASH, but, you know, they seem to be just mostly jerks. Ivan the Terrible's disappearance. Confirmed. Holmes, was what he said true? It's true. Everything he said was correct. I'm so sorry, Master. I know what the ramifications of our actions were, too. I understood that protecting our history would mean destroying this world. So you finally went down for good, huh? Took him long enough. Caddock. I hate drunk shit out, so let's just get this done. Adelante, hurry up and finish them off. That was the deal, right? You agreed to that after they get rid of Ivan, you'd help us kill him. Adelante. Congrats, I'm thinking I'm nearing completion as well. What's wrong? You can't turn back now, not after we've come this far. Or what, you're telling me you don't care what happens to those kids anymore? No, you're right. I'm so sorry, Soul. Oh boy. We gotta fight Adelante. But wait. Hold on. So, they mentioned before Lostbelts. Shimosa. Shimosa was very technically a Lostbelt, right? So, but, I mean, as far as I'm aware, it kept continuing after we were done through it. So, like, is that world just not at its point yet? I'm kind of curious as to what's, like, more details as to what went down in Shimosa. Celery, again, though he's not going to be in the front lines, I think. I want... You know what? No. We'll keep with the squad. Yeah, we'll keep this squad set up. Might have been a test of sorts. Just as life is winners and losers, so too does history itself. History's true winners are always proper human history. The world's still set in place. Losers are the Lostbelts, like the world the Yaka live in. This world was supposed to be proven. Survival here is difficult and happy to sell, but forgotten. But it's still alive. Life here may be harsh and unbearable, but it strives to endure nonetheless. And there are 6 other worlds just like it. Godlin was hoping it was the same one that gave the cryptors the opportunity to pull this BS. Possibly. That makes it similar to the Holy Grail War. We cryptors use servants to try and ensure our own world wins. Do battle with monsters and realms beyond your reach and prove that you're strongest of all. This Russia might be a rough place to live, but it's strong. It's got a real shot at winning. I'm gonna put my whole life on the line to prove I've got what it takes once and for all. You put your life on the line there, Caddock. I'm sorry, you did nothing wrong. I admire your willingness to keep fighting, even after your world is destroyed. More importantly, I'm a heroic spirit from proper human history myself. I should be siding with you. But after I was summoned, I spent so much time among the Yaga that I cannot help but care for them. So I'm siding with them. No. You're serious about this? You know if you do that, you'll end up a drifter with no place to call home. If proper ministry disappears, it won't be long before you cease to exist too. Even so, I cannot do it. And the God Pillar Salem talked about wanting to help something, the help of something beyond our world. I'm pretty sure he was actually talking about the mythos, like the proper Cthulhu mythos. I mean, they might be one and the same, I suppose, but, like, I don't know what mythos, like what old one, great old one, or what have you would be behind all this, is the question. Adelante. I cannot desert the Yaka, not when I know too well the pain of abandonment. I'm afraid this does not change the facts, Mr. Adelante. As things stand now, you're simply refusing to face reality. It doesn't matter, because the other realities, you guys are screwed. Anastasia. Thanks to you, we no longer need to live in fear of the Tsar. I do appreciate that. But that no longer matters. Still, the least we can do for your efforts is to ensure that your deaths are quick and painless. You're kidding me with this crap. This guy here won. Even the Tsar recognized that. I'm not handing over to you now. Out of the way, jackasses. Yaga? Good. We know you're a good human. Please just stand back. There's like an Excel timeline with aliens. That's fair. True that, true that. We don't want to kill you if we don't have to. Damn it. I don't want to fight you all either. Oh, Altera. I'm still gonna make my way through whether you like it or not. I do hope that we get some more like elaboration as to who the true villain behind all this is then. Before too long. Or no, you don't. The rebels are keeping Bayo pinned down. Well, this would appear to be checkmate. Kadok certainly planned this well. Don't get me so calm about this. Just look at Zol's face. He's completely lost his will to fight. We need to get him out of there and make our escape. I do not see Kadok allowing that to happen. With Anastasia keeping Beowulf occupied, we won't be able to count on his help. Mash needs to wait to gather energy for her noble phantasm after using it repeatedly. Our last ray of hope was Miss Miyamoto, and she vanished from this Lostbelt. I can't believe Adelante went over to the enemy side. Can't you talk her out of this, Holmes? Until Soul snaps out of it, Nash isn't going to be of any help. I'm afraid not. Frankly, our hands are tied. With this matter of deduction, I would gather evidence and build a case to find the truth. Were our opponents evil, I would handle them with logic, dialogue, and baritsu. But this was something Soul needed to overcome by himself. The help of the God Pillar wanted might not just extend to the mythos. Fair. I mean, I don't know if they could... I mean, they obviously... Can they use the mythos in other culture? Because, I mean, like, they specifically didn't name Yog-Sothoth or Cthulhu. So, I mean, maybe they can't name the mythos. He's not a bullet we can fire on command. He's a master and thus must come to our terms with this on his own. We are his allies, the ones who stand with him in defense of proper human history. There is nothing we can do but to honor his wishes. Anastasia is making a move. She's about to engage Soul in combat. Why did it come to this? You did nothing wrong, neither did they. All I wanted was to save this world. Adelante, it came to this because you chose for it to come to this. This is just like you in Apocrypha. You don the Berserker mindset, you lose your mind. Yeah, it is, but they don't mention Cthulhu by name, though. And Yog-Sothoth they call Sut Typhon, which might be one of his names in Cthulhu mythos. I'm honestly not sure. But, like, they don't name them specifically. And now we're killing the rebel soldiers. Also, you played the pinball, right? Did you get the Hokusai one at all? Because if so, there is a humorous bit of the description is incredibly humorous for the Hokusai one. I mean, nice. I feel like saying Cthulhu's name being spoken is taboo anymore. Anyways, that does sound outright. And it wouldn't surprise me if it was, and I just am not remembering things. Also, stop hurting Damashu. It was fun, the pinball. And I like that we got 10 free quartz from it as well. That was also pretty awesome of them to do. More rebel soldiers. They just don't stop coming till they don't stop coming. Also, this kit of MASH is very interesting. I do really want to see what the extremes it can be taken to with a full, like, setup goes. That is true. Most do. Most of the mythos do invoke madness. Madness. Which is why Lovecraft is so cool with his mythos, you know? Yeah, I'm very much liking Salieri. He is definitely an interesting servant. He's not limited either, so he can just spook people, which is really cool. I'm honestly hoping to get spooked by him sometime in the future. Because he seems like a very awesome servant. His voice doesn't really sound as refined as he looks, though, I'll say. At least outside the suit. Okay, that's interesting. So that's what her MP looks like. The walls of Camelot are still being made. So that kind of reinforces my thought that she's gonna get an MP upgrade later on. Much like how Lord Chaldeus turned to Lord Camelot. I should probably practice Innocent Monster. Heal Mash. Just in case. He's more like a Berserker. No, wait, that is very true. But, I was going on a tangent there, and now I forget what my tangent that I was going on was. Oh well. Also, for being a shielder, Mash sure is not resisting this damage, I must say. I thought she was supposed to resist damage, not take it. But, yeah, I'm imagining she's gonna get an MP upgrade. Triggered Pentha all the time, or at the very brink of every moment. That's Chaldeus Salieri. Also, Adelante, really, you're breaking out your NP turn 1. That's just being a jerk. But fine. If you want to be a jerk, then I'll be a jerk just right back at you. Well, that's Salieri Punch. Yes, I understood exactly what you said there, Salieri. I completely agree. Please don't have invincibility Pierce. Wait, no, she doesn't. NP Seal and Curse, though. I mean, if it's gonna give me the opportunity to get another Salieri NP off, I might as well. Although I feel like I should leave those other rebel soldiers for last. They are only sabers, and they are eating up Adelante's attacks, so... So, thank you, Eyelash, for getting in my eye. I appreciate it. Doot doot. And I think. I really do look forward to seeing what Mash's finalized NP will be. It seems to imply that she herself is becoming a proper heroic spirit. So, rather than just Galahad's pseudo-spirit. Nicely done, Memeland. Nicely done. Ouch! That hurts, you know, game. Jeez, game, you don't have to be such a jerk and just blast poor Celeri in the face. You beat her with only your king still standing. Nice. Also, that was a 54,000 point shot that Mash did, with only the Buster buffs and the 2 crit buffs. I can only imagine how much stronger that would be if the attack buffs were stacked on that as well. I can only imagine. But this is going to be an interesting version of Mash to try and kick Kiara's butt with. A very, very interesting one. I can't wait to try it. How long is that in Vince? Just one turn, right? Yeah. But the question is, will it even be possible anymore? I mean, the loss of the invincibility... I mean, she does still have invincibility, though. So... Target focus invents. It doesn't really change too much with regards to things. I'm just trying to think. How more difficult will it be to pull off? Misguided protector of children. You allow your desire to see others grow and not suffer the fate that you did to cloud your eyes and your judgment. Your choice would bring about the ruin of human itself. Bare thy neck. That was appropriate. And I can totally see King Hassan just, like, giving a similar speech to that to Atalante. I totally could see that happening. Because she is being dumb. She's condemning everything. Because, I mean, like, these worlds wouldn't survive anyways. So... Alright, caster. Unknown guest servant. I'm not gonna bring them in. It's kind of obvious who this is going to be. It is going to be Anastasia. So... we're gonna keep Mash in. But she's gonna be lower priority with use. Where is Waver. I was told to bring a good rider for this. I substitute that with my own melt. Let's go. It's time to kick Anastasia's butt. My strength is leaving me. Perhaps it is because my role here has ended. Not yet, as long as Master hasn't given up. Mash. Senpai? Now's our chance. Fire! Did we get shot? There, you see that? I know you did. Before I knew it, a smile of pure joy spread across my face. After an incredibly hard-won victory, all he got in return was the worst outcome imaginable. Death at the hands of those he thought he had saved. And the knowledge that the world he worked so hard to save would ultimately be destroyed. That's all he has to show for his efforts, even after he finally managed to bring down Ivan the Terrible. Also, I like how finally he has got off the little blue box there. That's the reward he got for not only standing up to, but actually defeating that monster of a Tsar. He fought so bravely, and now look at him. He looks so weak, it's all he can do just to stay on his feet. If I wanted to, I could easily kill him myself now. Even as I thought that, I found myself running. Bowstrings are pulled back, bullets are loaded in their chambers. My legs kept moving. I can't hold back any longer. Think back to a street performer I saw when I was a child, and how he kept laughing idiotically at his own comical antics. He was the only one there laughing, that's for sure, as if anyone could put food on the table doing something so completely useless. Pathetic. But when did it become normal for us to see that sort of stuff as pathetic? When did we Yaga lose our ability to smile? I keep running. As a Yaga, I've never been afraid of anything. I've always known death was inevitable. If there's anything I am scared of, though, I think. Patsy. It's the idea of someone dying when they know how to go through life with a smile. Damn it. Wow. You. I'll never forgive you. I'll never forgive you as long as I live. You know why? Because thanks to you, I now know there's another happier world out there. So stand up, damn it. Stand up and fight for it. Go on and brag on about how you can smile in your world and tell us why you should be the one to survive. Be proud, hold your head up high, and fight for your weak little world. Don't you dare go losing to a world like this. A world whose only virtue is strength. Yeah, you'll have a lot of blood in your hands. You won't be able to pretend it never happened. But you've still got to do it. After all, your world sounds so much more beautiful. So it should be the one to survive. Me, I don't know anything. Masters, servants, proper human history, Lostbelts. I don't know the first thing about any of it. But if our world is wrong, and if there's any meaning to be found in our lives that are just one hardship after another, I think is that we're able to learn there's a better place, a world filled with happiness, a world that's right. We might have made a mistake and end up in the wrong place, but I'm sure even that mistake has meaning. Isn't that right? You don't dishonor him like that. Don't worry. We barely feel pain or fear. You and Mash must have been way more scared. It must have hurt a lot worse for you. But that's exactly why you've got to keep on fighting. Why you've got to be the ones to live. Well, say something, damn it. Let me hear your answer. Alright. He's smiling. Look at you. You're crying. Well, damn. Turns out making you cry isn't as much fun as I thought. Master. Mash? Yes, I can. I can still fight. As long as you keep standing, Master, I'll always be there with you. Damn it. What the? My gun. This ain't no fit place for the likes of you. You all done chose her for your boss, right? There ain't no way to sell this but a duel. Yeah, poor Patsy. I mean, he could have lived. He could have just let them shoot us. His world would have survived. He wouldn't have had to die. Again, this is a very interesting moral dilemma. One that I'd have to actually think on before giving my thoughts on it. Well, suppose I didn't quite make it in time to say Patsy, but at least Master's still with us. Alright, then Miss Greek Huntress of Myth. I'm Billy the Kid, and I'm calling you out. Understood. My name is Atalante. Billy Kid, I'd make just one request of you. Please, go easy on the Yaga. All they ever wanted was to live their lives. I cannot blame them for that. They've done nothing wrong. Not much I can do. Usually I could fire my bow as swiftly and easily as the water flows downstream, but this time for some reason it felt slow and heavy. Right, I see. I must have strayed from the right path in the moment I sided with them. Am I being punished for my betrayal? No, I don't think that's it. I think it's simply because I knew all along. Rest in peace, Adelante. Oh, wait, boss. I'm so sorry, everyone. I knew all along, as a heroic spirit from proper human history, this Lostbelt was the wrong place for me to be. I also knew that in the end, some things would need to be cut away. I knew that, and yet I never told you. I suppose I should have also known. This is bound to happen, since I could never make up my mind. No, boss, you got it all wrong. We always knew, too. We know how you used to lie awake at night crying, trying to muffle your sobs so we wouldn't hear. We know you've been apologizing to us all along, even though you're stronger than any of us. And we know you believed in our future, even though you should have cast us aside because we were weak. What? Anyone could see where this was going. But you still never gave up, even though we meant to let you die. We knew you were going to die, even if we managed to win. We could never make up for that. I see, I never knew I was such a poor actor. Don't worry about it. None of you did anything wrong. It is only natural for living things to try to survive. It is their purpose. So, Patsy was right. Please, keep fighting to keep your world safe. I may have lost any right I have to cheer for you, but at least I can still pray that you succeed. Boss, we're sorry. We're so sorry. You doing alright there, Slary? Yes, my strength may be gone, but it seems there is still something I must do. All that's left now. Guess I should have known it would be that simple. Let's take out the crypto and that servant. Bail? Right. Sotalante's gone, huh? No wonder they're all down in the dumps. Does this mean he has bounced back, Kadok? Yeah, probably. But hey, that's life for ya. These groups are inevitable. You can't dwell on them. You just gotta learn from them and move on. Besides, it should be time now. Well, Anastasia, can you use it? Yes, as I thought. I become the Tsaritsa of this Lostbelt, and thus I can make use of the emergency prerogative. Now I shall make our dreams a reality. That's it, the tree of emptiness Orochi is connected. Orochi! Now I can finally get started. Master, the shaking is coming from the giant tree. What did you do here? It's a wedge from outer space. It's time to let this world take root. Know that I can finally expand this Lostbelt. Harboring ministry is good as finished. Ivan the Terrible was broken. He still believed in the old god, even after turning into a Yaga. The Tree of Emptiness brought this Lostbelt back to life, but he refused to let its wedded be driven into the ground, choosing to go to sleep instead. And in this Russia, the Tsar's ruled is absolute. Want to know why? Because the Tsar is the only one who can use Russia's greatest power, the emergency prerogative, the ability to control the land itself. I had to do whatever it took to make sure Anastasia's soon throne and obtain that power for herself. Yes, I wondered how long it's been since you chose me back in the darkness. 6 months? A year? It's hard to say for certain since we were in fantasy time, and it was all so hazy. At least me and my memories of that are so vague, may as well have been a dream. But all that vagueness ends now. It's time to make our dreams reality, Anastasia. I'm finally gonna fulfill my promise. I'm gonna defeat these guys and become a master worthy of you. Yes, I always knew you had it in you, Kadok. Come, Bayi, my spirit of disaster and the Romanov dynasty's secret treasure. Show these people your true form. Show them your dreaded mystic eyes that can pierce anything and everything. Indeed, I am no longer the Grand Duchess of the Beast Nation. I am Anastasia Nikolovina Romanova. I'm the new Tsaritsa, and I shall destroy my master's enemies, for they are Russia's enemies as well. Alright. Time to get revenge on what Kadok said way long ago and issue right of conquest. By taking down Anastasia. So you've made it this far. Then V and I shall give it our all as well. Activate your circuits. Invincible. Guard, attack down, nullify buff. Okay, let's turn speed back up. So, how long does that invincible last for? It's 3 hits. And ignore sure hit and reduce attack damage to 0 unremovable. Nullify buff is 1 buff nullified. That's fine. We can get rid of that now. Alright. Or use your commands to freeze the enemy. Whoa, 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 whoa! Okay, so he actually used command seal there. That's awesome, first off. Second off, I was just stunned locked for a turn. That's less awesome. But still, this is interesting. I mean, it doesn't matter what buttons I press. Okay. Merlin needs healed. It's not much, but it's something. Next, we NP. And we'll proc delusion so that we can get as many stars out of this as possible. Alright, now I need you to crit here. Art's Brave Chain. 100% NP, all the buffs. Good. No, I'm in the middle of a stream. Do not try. Sorry. Alright, that's the first break bar down. Or only your noble phantasm. Okay. First off, I don't know what... Oh wait, I do know what this does. Does it pierce invincibility? No, it does not, so I'm good. Skill seal doesn't matter because I literally have no... Holy 73 stars. I did not even notice. That's an astounding amount of stars. Keep things up, keep things up. Screen is still a little bit off. There we go. Good hit, good hit. It's still a bit off center, but that's fine. I can fix it in a moment. I should have done a melt out. Oh, that's the wrong thing to click. There we go. Frigid Charisma. Things are still going fine. We might be able to punch through this break bar now. Yes, okay. Becomes Zaritsa. She's got a guts on it now. Oh, don't kill Melt. Please don't kill Melt. Okay. So Cadix out of command seals. I haven't used any of mine. Show who's the better master here. An unremovable guts. Okay. Proc the evade. We can at the very least deal with that attack buff. Good. Come on. That's a good crit. Good crit. Don't kill Waver. Please don't kill Waver. The evasion is still up. It's 3 turns. 1 time for 3 turns. I think we gotta go for it. I still got the quick buff. Next turn, we will do Waver's move. Yes. Do it. Come on. Oh, so close. 46 stars, though. That's a very good amount. There's the evasion eaten. Alright, I have no idea how much that guts is going to bring her back. Do Tactician's Advice just in case. And... Dude. Merlin's got the heavier attack value, I think. Okay, we got the charge loss. We did not get the stun. That's unfortunate. But I'll live and learn. A little bit of healing is always good. Yes, crit. You are fucking kidding me. That's a full heal. You little witch. Okay. That's very much unfortunate that her guts was a full heal guts. I suppose it makes sense it was command seal guts, so there is that. There's only so much I'll be able to do to stave off this. Merlin and Waver are likely both going to go down here. So we'll do what we can while we can. Unless we get really incredibly lucky with the crit here on our Arcs card. So, yeah. Oh, or not. Okay, that NP was way more effective than I thought. Holy cow, that NP did astronomically more damage than I thought it would. We did it. Anastasia's butt has been handed to her. Whew. Okay. So, I don't know what's left. I guess the wrap-up? Oh, I know we're stronger. I know we are. So how could this happen? I put it down to a difference in y'all's experiences. Y'all gonna come along peacefully, or are we gonna do this the hard way? Just so y'all's know, I ain't never had anything to do with mages in my life, so you won't get any mercy from the likes of me. Try anything funny and I'll gun you down. No, it's not over yet. I promise I'd make her sorry now. If I can't do that in this world, then I'll just build a new one. Then I'll make her sorry, so there. I'm not gonna give up. I'm never gonna give up. I know I can do what you've done. That and more. What's he doing? That's so. I've still got a card up my sleeve. With this command spell. The Serious Light. I can. The Sirius Light. Sirius Light as in the constellation. Hope you brought your best assassins. Hey, I've got King Hassan, so, you know, I should be fine. Whatever Cataclysm Lupus had up his sleeve, it was too little too late. Billy did not hesitate. In less than a space of a heartbeat, he pulled the trigger. Crypto or not, Cadoc simply did not have the time to react. All this was inevitable. Anastasia, though.
I always did hate guns.
No, Anastasia, what are you doing?
Silly Cadoc, don't you see? If you died, I would die too. I'm your servant, remember?
No, you didn't have to do this. I'm a cryptor. I saw my Sirius Light. I could have used it and remade this entire world. Once I turned everything around, you could have won. I know you could have won.
Oh, silly. What would be the point of winning like that? I'm Anastasia, the rightful heir to the Romanova dynasty. As far as I'm concerned, a victory stolen on a technicality is no victory at all.
Maybe not, but...
I also refuse to let you take your own life once I'm gone. Calm yourself, Cadoc. I believe in you. I believe that no matter how misguided you may be, no matter how many mistakes you make, you will always do the right thing in the end.
No, I won't. My whole life, all I've had is regrets about things I was so sure I could do, but never got the chance.
Hold on to those regrets, Master. Hold on to them and live on. You know, I still can't quite believe I threw myself in front of a gun. I don't think I could ever do it again. Listen, Cadoc, I didn't save you because you were an excellent mage. I simply did what any servant would do, because you believed in me. You should be honored, my dear, sweet Cadoc.
Goodbye, Anastasia. Oh, he's gonna be pissed now. She must hate guns. You know, if I was gunned down by a gun squad, I would probably hate guns as well. Damn it. This work, Master. So the one, I'll put one in his ear right now. This is good enough for now, Billy. This is good enough. Guess I ain't doing you wrong then. Thanks. Okay, so I'm guessing the epilogue? Wait, no, you said best assassins. What's left then? I'll use a golden apple here. I get my choice of supports. No story supports for this, huh? I'll bring along a Merlin, even if I'm not going to use him. You say to bring my best assassin. I will bring my best assassin. Spare Merlin is literally that, just a spare. Assassins, as in plural? I mean... I can never get this right. There we go. I mean, I can bring Jack, I suppose, as well. But I literally don't have room for anyone else if I want to do Merlin waiver shenanigans. Unless you're saying I shouldn't bother with Merlin waiver shenanigans, you think? Should I just leave the Merlin and waiver at home? And bring Shootin as well, then? Or would this suffice? Spud is my choice in the end. You think this is good enough, Blue Destination? It's a rider. Okay. I mean, I kind of guessed that when I was being told to bring my assassins. I'll give this a shot. We'll see how this goes, obviously. I have no idea what I'm going to be facing here. Some kind of amalgamation of Anastasia, Ivan, and Cadoc, perhaps? That's the only thought I can think of. I'm surprised to see that Wicked Servant had saved her master's life. I'll still never forget her for destroying my Chaldea, but I will at least commend her for that. At any rate, well done, Soul. I'm impressed you managed to capture Cataclysm Lupus alive. Now bring him back to the Shadow Border, and we'll have him cough up everything he knows about. Now what?
Hold on, we've got a new emergency. Detecting a massive wave of magical energy coming from the Tree of Emptiness.
Am I about to find a tree?
It's rarely seen so much magical energy in one place before. It's the age of God's true ether.
True ether?
It's taking humanity and winding it back to the gods. If we don't do something, this world is going to literally be turned on its head. No exaggeration.
And the Tree of Emptiness has been activated, as I expected. But if it's not too late, Soul, from what I can tell, the Tree of Emptiness has only just taken root. You need to destroy it now, before it can finish its job. Yeah, that's gonna be a fun thing. We're up against a tree. I should have brought... Why didn't you guys tell me to bring Bunyan, then? I'm sure that Paul Bunyan would have just destroyed this thing. It's a tree, after all. Jeez. Man, I should have brought Bunyan. I don't care if it's impossible, you fool. You're going to have to do it anyway. You almost died defeating Kadak. Why would you give up now? If you can't do it, we'll all be wiped out. And we won't even go down in history as losers. The music family sells the name to make for itself. I'm not going to let it fade away in this abominable wasteland.
Never mind his stupid crap. We'll back you up however we possibly can. This is the final battle. I'll send every last bit of extra magical energy the Shadow Borders got to your servants. That should let them fight in the midair, if only for a short while. So I know you've just been through a lot. I know you're tired. I know you've got a lot to work through. But right now you need to focus on the job at hand. That enormous mysterious tree has been looming ever since we got here. But now it's time to find out what it really is for yourself.
Alright.
Understood. Master Carolite, moving out to provide backup and keep Master safe. Kadak, let's up our enemy's name once before. The first Lostbelt's Tree of Emptiness. Its name is Orochi. The central heat source appears to be located 5,000 meters above. Initiating ascent now.
5,000 meters! Good lord. Paul would have been spanked. Well, you know... Did my laptop just die? It shouldn't have. It just went to sleep. Okay. I still can see chat, though. There we go. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Loading, loading, loading. It's loading, loading. Loading. The tree has awakened. That was a cool intro. Cinematic. I like this beat. I like this music. Yeah, this theme is rockin'. Alright, so aging, increased defense. Growing, decreased damage taken from buster cards. Well, that sucks. Decreased damage taken from buster cards, huh? That wasn't too bad. You know what? If they're gonna die anyways, they're going to go out with a bang. Should I NP? It might be overkill. I'm gonna save it. It's not gonna be a Buster Brave chain, but it's still gonna smack. I hope. I kinda wanna see the Buster reduction is, like... Damn! That's no Buster reduction! Aging Purge. Crit up, castle in the air, defense up, in the air, ignore defense. Single target attack that time. That's fine with me. Orochi. So he still has the Buster decreased damage. He has a crit damage up, increased defense, ignore defense up, and deal damage. Okay. He doesn't have ignore invincibility yet, so I'm going to proc illusion. It decreases his crit. Alright. Won't be as crit heavy, but still a damn solid hit. Yes. $36. 325. Growing Purge. He's no longer Buster. Proof. In the air, ignore defense. I've got to do it. I've got to say, I 3-turned this. Or at least, that I tried to 3-turn this. Because, I mean, King Hassan still has all the buffs for this turn. I can give him his NP and he can have a chain. I've got to do it. Go. Come on. Come on, King Hassan. Show the power of a grand. Good, good. Yes, I think I did it. Yes! 3 turns! I did it. Woo! That was not so bad, surprisingly. Holy cow, though. That was hype. That was hype. 3 frozen hearts. Or eternal ices, or whatever they're called. Okay. I had to use a command seal for it, but, you know... If he had focused Gramps down more, I could have done it. Shift Sword is gone, but I'm afraid we still have another problem. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Beowulf, you're not Bunyan, but you can still chop a tree, right? You're kidding me. This thing's gotta be 300 meters across. Oh, Master, over there. There's something by the tree's roots. Oh. You. Is that a person? No, wait, that's mighty odd. Can't move my fingers a bit, can't even send the wheel of fire. Never had no problem training my gun on nothing before. Is that Grendel? No, that's not right. Grendel didn't have a face, but he did at least have an identity. This thing, I can't tell what it is. I can see them just fine, but it feels like they're not even here. Border, do you read me? Please examine the point 30 meters above the tree on 15 Ace's roots. There's something there. Please, put it up on the monitor immediately. Well, I'm looking at the monitor right now, and I'm not seeing anything unusual. Impossible, there's nothing there. We can't see this entity at all. Da Vinci, are you sure our instruments are working correctly? Yep, I'm sure. The readings all check out. What you see is what you get, Holmes. Or you don't get, and what they're seeing out there is real, even if we can't see anything from in here. Interesting. What's going on? Should we assume she's an enemy? I'm afraid we can't get any reading on whatever that thing is from the border but MASH, but I can at least confirm there is something right in front of you. Because there is nothing there, in the truest sense of the word, not a single signal given off by anything you could find on Earth. It's like reality itself has been hollowed out to form a blank void in the shape of a person. Machines may not be able to observe this shadow, but the emptiness proves there is something. Yeah, what is she? I mean, don't get me wrong, you know. She's something. Tree of emptinesses. I was gonna say freezing over. It's gone. Okay. Tree of emptiness has been destroyed. Can't see that mysterious woman any. Wait, this ultra-dense magical signal. Is that a holy grail? Really?
No, I think it's imitation Holy Grail. Either way, we can't just leave it lying around. Besides, we need to take advantage of everything we can use. Mash Soul, you know what to do. Yes, not to worry. I can sword in my shield, just like I did with all the other Holy Grails. I'll collect the pseudo Holy Grail now. Magical energy was just flowing into the ground, has stopped. The only vital signs I'm picking up now belong to Soul and his team. Yes, I see. That one wholly inexplicable event aside, it would seem the battle has ended, and we have emerged victorious, Mr. Soul. Yes, I can confirm that the battle has ended here as well. Though I'm afraid our losses were very high. Well, looks like my work here is done. But before I hit the trail, there's something we gotta do, ain't there? Yeah, give him a proper burial. Darn right. He deserved it. He was brave, standing up at the very end there. And he did experience a true smile. Master. Yeah, he said I better not go losing, so... Yes, he did. He didn't say to win, only not to lose. I think he understood somehow, maybe intuitively, what was at stake. The journey is going to be much harder than our last one. Chaldea has been frozen solid, and now we have the Shadow Border. Most importantly, this journey involves destroying other worlds. After all this time, we aren't heading out to save other worlds, but to destroy them because we have to in order for our own world to live. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be an emotional journey, I can tell you that much. We can't afford here to lose here, though. We can't. Right. Patsy also said we have a responsibility. A responsibility to protect humanity and to survive. Master, look, the sky. The Yaga will see the light of day one time before they all fade away. Yes, he did. It's the first blue sky we've seen since we got here. I only wish Patsy could have seen this.
It looks like this is it for us.
Seems it is. Gotta say, it was a real good treat meeting a good king. Democracy don't know what's missing, lumping y'all in with the other corrupt tyrants.
Yeah, fine with me. I'd take that over ruling a country any day. I'd be happy to spend my days fighting just like any other warrior. But for some reason, people keep trying to make me a king.
Oh, Bayo. Rest in peace, Berserker, with the heart of gold. You really were more of a bear than a bee, weren't you? Suppose that makes it my turn. Make sure y'all give me a call if you ever need to break a few laws. After all, you know me. I ain't the young kid of the rascals for nothing. Young king of the rascals for nothing. Mess that up a bit.
Even though my part is done, it seems my spirit urgent refuses to disappear. I think this means I'm supposed to see you off.
Understood. Take care, Sleary.
So it has nothing personal to take care of. As I am now, I'm little more than an empty husk. I wasn't even the slightest help in battle.
Yes, you were, dude. That's not true. Your piano helped us out a lot when we were fighting Ivan the Terrible.
No, that won't do at all. There's been no beauty to be found in that recital. Only anger. I suppose that is what held the Tsar back. The grating noise from my piano, the foul taste it left in his mouth. In the end, it seems the only way I can move anyone is with my anger.
No, don't be so hard on yourself, Sleary. Nothing good ever comes from every geniuses and prodigies, you know.
Don't be ridiculous. As far as I'm concerned, anyone who isn't a musician is mediocrity at best.
Oh yeah? Why don't you come to the Shadow Border and say that to my face? I'll show you firsthand just how mediocrity my new improved staff is.
No, thank you. I still have my own duties to attend to. This is where we part ways. Master of Chaldea, young miss. Thank you for listening to my recital. As you know, I'm not the most agreeable man. But if you should ever need my help, please don't hesitate to call me. Just don't put me near you-know-who. I doubt I would remain sane if you did.
Looks like Slayer headed for Yaga Moscow. It's always sad saying goodbye, but at least he was smiling when he left. He must have something important to do there.
I wouldn't form a contract with that third-rate servant like that, even if you begged me. It would be nothing but a waste of magical energy. Now, let's hurry up and rendezvous already. We'll come and pick you up at the border right now. I've also confirmed the storm wall surrounding this Lostbelt has dissipated. As I suspected, it seems the storm and the Tree of Emptiness were something of a pair. At any rate, we now know our primary goal: eliminate the Tree of Emptiness in each Lostbelt, no matter what. Or perhaps I should say this clarifies the direction in which we are already headed. Quite so, and now that our logical formula armor has been repaired, we are free to leave Russia. Now hurry up and return to the Shadow Border, and don't forget your captive Karak. I dare say you've earned yourselves a piece of my favorite beef jerky.
Understood. We'll return to the Shadow Border right now, Gordoff.
That's Commander to you. Sir, yes, sir.
Let's go, Mash. Right. I'll carry Karak.
I totally won't drag him or anything and bump his head against walls or concrete.
What's wrong, Dad? The boss is gone now, right?
I know, it's just, what are we gonna do now? What should we do now? Good, you there, come with me. There's something I want you to clear. Huh?
Huh?
Easy does it. He's going to show the music one last time. What is this thing, anyway?
Yeah, what is it?
It's a piano, a kind of musical instrument. Now that Ivan the Terrible is gone, you can use it as much as you like. Mind if I play a bit?
Play what?
The piano, of course. It's a form of art that used to be reserved exclusively for the Tsar.
Does it hurt?
Not at all.
Does it fill you up?
It does indeed.
Okay, go ahead.
Very well then, I shall play Mozart's request. The one he asked me to play, if this world ever saw peace. Much as I may loathe him, I cannot refuse a dying prodigy's final wish.
Makes sound.
That's right. In our time, this was a song about love, but it seems that later came to be a song about stars.
What are stars?
You'll see them for yourselves tonight, after the sun goes down. When you look up at the sky, you will see them. They are tiny glittering dots scattered across the heavens. What's good seeing that sort of thing gonna do for us now? It won't be long before this Lostbelt disappears, before it returns to its original form. Prone phenomena that never existed in the first place. It'll be as though waking from a dream. After a few nights have passed here, all of a sudden things will go back to the way they were. I'm from proper human history, so I cannot imagine your desperation. What I can do is continue to play for you until this world comes to an end. None of you did anything wrong. Your world just happened to go down a mistaken path. It's very sad, but none of you should feel any responsibility for that. There's still some time left before the end. You could use it to take back what you lost, or you could give up entirely. I only ask that you refrain from hurting anyone else. There's no need for that anymore. Can I keep listening just a little longer? Of course. The world could have never inspired such beautiful sounds like this, I'm sure. But then, I guess that's only to be expected.
What's wrong? Does it hurt somewhere?
It's nothing. I'm fine. I can just imagine all the Yaga slowly gathering around, listening to this music, as they eventually just fade away. See glaring stars, their fleeting forms twinkle, gleaming brightly from unfathomable distances, each of them glittering at the end of their lives. Yaga who nothing and Yaga who knew everything either gave shouts of joy, or merely sighed softly as they gazed up in wonder at this incredible sight. All they knew about the stars was that they were bright and glittering. Elder Yaga stared up, stupefied at finally seeing the sort of starry sky they only knew from legends. For the Yaga who had spent their whole lives simply trying to survive in the harsh tundra, it was the single most beautiful thing they had ever seen. The gleam of the future they would never experience. I don't know, man. This is deep in its own way. Cosmos denial. Like, this is... Oh, there's more. Okay. That's it. We just reached the Russian Lostbelts border. Monitors are back online, opening the shutter now. Let's see what's out there. Oh, it did. It most certainly did. This is what was outside of Russia? This is really our world. Just right. Well, what am I doing? This is no time to be at loss for words. What's the atmospheric composition? Oh man, it looks like the outside is the same as it was on the old Earth. Does this mean we're still getting sunlight, even though the cosmic rays have stopped? I don't get it. What the hell's going on here? Sure looks like a whole lot of nothing as far as the eye can see. For a moment, guess we might as well wait for Kadok to wait up. He should know what this is all about. We can even think about what to do next after. Huh? What? Holmes, Da Vinci, Commander Old Guy. Commander Old Guy. Don't call me that. What is it, Mr. Meunier? Don't tell me there's yet another surprise in store for us. There sure is, and it's the biggest one yet. We just picked up a transmission. Someone's been broadcasting Magecraft-based signal, long-range signal non-stop. We must finally been able to pick up on it once the Tree of Emptiness was destroyed. What? What does it say? It's quite a message, so I'll need to decrypt it first. Just give a second. Does this mean were there survivors? I mean, we know there were survivors. There, it's done. Here, listen. I'm a mage from proper human history. I'm a mage from the correct history. If you're hearing this, please come find me. Huh. This is Baldanders. I'm currently traveling across the North Atlantic Ocean. I await other survivors. I repeat, I await other survivors from the correct history. Please come find me at the following coordinates. This is Baldander's, the Wandering Sea. The Wandering Sea. Wait, we got a mystic code called the Wandering Sea, don't we? Wandering Sea, Wandering Sea, the Wandering Sea. That's one of the 3 great organizations of the Magecraft world. There's the Clock Tower in London, the Atlas Institute in Egypt, and the oldest of them all, the Wandering Sea. It was located on an island from the Age of Gods, hidden in the northern oceans. Does this mean it still exists? Well, that's an interesting twist. I repeat, I'm a mage from proper human history. Please come find me at the following coordinates. Well, I think we know our next destination. This Wandering Sea place. However, that's likely going to be in the next Lostbelt, for that is Anastasia. And it was quite the ride. We got a grail from it at the end. Even though it's not a grail, it is a grail. But, Heretical Yaga has been added to your present box. There are the 13 quests. I'll do those later in another stream. I forgot to clean those, but Heretical Yaga, reward for completing Lostbelt number 1. Petsy. Locket, of course. 4-star. Increase Buster by 8%, crit strength by 10, crit star drop rate by 10%. I'll never forgive you as long as you live. You know why? Because thanks to you, I know there's another happier world there. So stand up, damn it. Stand up and fight for it. Go on and brag about how you can smile in your world and tell us why it's you should be the one to survive. Be proud, hold your head up high, and fight for your weak little world. Don't you dare go losing to a world like this, where world where only virtue is strength. This is but a vision of a dream. A world that would never be possible, only dreamed of by a Yaga. Yet you can still imagine it. You can still envision a wolf, looking up the stars. Grinning, satisfaction. Yeah, the Lostbelts, they're gonna be pretty intense. I can already tell that much. I mean, it started off like a bit of a mystery, but like that reveal towards the end there, that's a big, huge reveal. Thank you, Draconic. Thank you for the raid. Unfortunately, I am very much nearing the very end of this stream, but still, I do thank you for the raid here. And I hope you've been doing alright. But, yeah. This Lostbelt thing, it's gonna be intense. It's gonna be intense. Oh no, yeah, thank you. I've been going for almost 6.5 hours now, and it's actually getting kind of late, so, you know, I kind of got some sleep. Yo, nobody's gonna be happy with this situation. The people we're invading, or, you know, us ourselves. But it's gonna be intense, and I definitely look forward to it. I have no idea when the next Lostbelt is going to be dropped, other than that it's gonna be before our anniversary, so sometime before July, so, you know, there's only 2 months it could possibly be. Only 2 months, either next month or the month after, so... Oh, it's actually in July. Well, I look forward to the next Lostbelt story. Unlike this one, we have no indication... Oh, no, never mind, we do. The Eternal Fiery Century... Gatter Demerog. I think I pronounced that right. But yeah, that will be the Lostbelt number 2. And obviously, just like I streamed this, I'm going to be streaming that. I'm still going to be streaming FGO in the meantime. But yeah, I've been going for almost 6.5 hours here. My throat is starting to hurt from all the talking. And it's getting late, and I've got work in the morning because I am still an essential employee. Yay me. Means Ragnarok in German. Okay. Okay, so this is a Norse Lostbelt. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. I do recognize Scotty as the name of a Norse figure, so okay. That's good to know. Thank you, J6. Thank you. But, besides all that, I do think that this is where I'm going to call the stream. I do hope that you all enjoyed. It was a long one. I know people have been flittering out and in ever since I started, but I do hope that it was enjoyable for everybody here. If you did enjoy it, leave me some feedback however you see fit. If you want to keep notified for when I am going to be streaming, you can follow this channel. It would be greatly appreciated all the same. But other than that, if you want to check out more, you can either check out the archives on this channel, or I've got a YouTube channel, same name as this one, where there is plenty of backlog of stuff to watch there. But, yeah, this was pretty intense, and I'm looking forward even more so to the stories of the Lostbelts, seeing where they go, where they lead, and all that lovely, lovely stuff. But for now, I do think it is time I get going. Once again, thank you, Draconic, for the raid. It might be a short raid, but you know what? It is still appreciated, man. It is still appreciated. For now, though, once more, I've been Solrak Dragon. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. That is always nice to hear. Even if my YouTube is the lesser priority now, but it is still appreciated. But again, thank you all so much for coming out. It has been a pleasure talking with you all. Have a fantastic evening, everybody. And if you're rolling on these banners, good luck on your rolls. I do hope that you get whatever servants you desire. Take it. Have a good night, everybody.